So there's been a problem I've been trying to solve for like 7 years. I mean, I guess 18, since I was 18. The idea is, what is knowledge? Many philosophy books and scientific articles say that they have their own interpretations. The principle right now would be scientific as observation, but yet philosophically you can look and analyze different types of perspectives of observation, and yet it is assumed that this scientific method is capable of creating the ideas necessarily to define true reality. Yet, why is it for so long they have been in conflict? They've been in conflict because the epistemological is not in the same thing. It's not the same thing. They have an idea that conflicts with philosophical principles, and that does not allow for scientific advancement to occur the way it should be occurring. We are looking at irrationality in scientific logic. And though you would look at it and say this is sophisticated, I mean, you would say look at the mathematics. But in some sense, there is a gap between what is true knowledge philosophically and what is scientific knowledge. And that gap is being met through progress or progressivity. Yet there has not reached a true solution to this gap. I mean, to find what covers true wisdom, true reality. And though it might sound like I'm rambling, it seems to me that the idea can generate a lot of models from different philosophers or scientists, but yet it doesn't. I mean, if you allow this creativity to still be unexamined and allow the creativity to just do whatever it wants without being issued any sort of seriousness that truth exists somewhere else. I mean, it feels, if you see our reality in society, you would see that the media, the way people believe things is not in correct understanding of true knowledge, because no one knows what it is. Scientists and philosophers have stood there and have completely just not understood it to that level. What is knowledge? What you see right here, right now. What you see, no one really knows since the beginning that man has perceived thought, his mind, an idea, constant interpretations. In that sense, the idea for society to advance is more philosophic than it is scientific. It's more based on reasoning and a belief system. But if you would like to see it technologically, yes, technologically we have advanced, but people remain the same with their same ideologies that perpetuates ignorance. And you would say, why is it science hasn't, uncovered these behaviors? Why have ignorance ran rapid? Well, it's because knowledge has not been truly acquired. It has been acquired through some perspectives, but yet all perspectives. And, the conformity of true knowledge has not been. There's been varieties of knowledge and fields of understanding, but yet, why should they exist if they do not bring what is true? Truth is the only thing that matters here. We're not looking for imitative knowledge. We're looking for what is. And I seem to be, in a sense, a philosophic scientist, more based on philosophy rather than, based off objects of observation. But scientifically and philosophically, the conflict is in every human being in the world. If they don't see it, it's there. Because the belief system that they have been educated in does not allow for a true understanding of what is knowledge. The methods and systems and organizations in our world are not based off true knowledge. They're based off relying on whatever creativity brings into being. It's just, when I say creativity, it's just whatever the mind thinks up, and whether we're given that freedom to observe that, given the freedom to act upon those things, and people go on. Actions, and they mean nothing to what is truth, yet it's not necessarily what people find in the world. They find only whatever entertains them or whatever is emotional or sensational. But I think is in this sense that science has failed us to describe to us what is knowledge. Philosophy has failed us, but it's our only hope. Though Stephen Hawking said philosophy is dead, it is not dead, it is sleeping. It is something that hasn't been awakened yet to the way it should be for an enlightenment to occur. We are living in the dark ages. And whether you believe it or not, the world is, to some degree, facing the stupidity running into everything and destroying our institutions of education, is ruining everything because we fail to act upon observing what we know, and that is knowledge and understanding what it is, what is truth. You might say, what observance should I make? Philosophically, not just any subject and find the truth in it. No, philosophically, what is truth? See, the idea is coming to an understanding of a true reality instead of perpetuating or propagating illusions. And these illusions are everywhere in our media and in our society, in our subjects of education, but it is something that should be thought about. What is truth?